Is it okay to fail on your project pan? To answer this question, I think we need to answer the bigger question. Is it okay to fail? And then we can come back and relate it to project panning. Failure has a lot of negative feelings attached to it. When you fail, you might feel disappointed or you might feel embarrassed. But why do we feel this way? Or why do some people feel this way but not others? Because not everyone feels embarrassed when they fail. Some people preach failure, that you should fail as many times, and some celebrate failure even. So today, maybe we take some time to put a different lens on failure. I think fundamentally it has to do with your identity. If you associate something with your identity, it hurts to your core when you don't achieve it or when you don't have it or someone points a finger at you. So when I imagine myself in the future, let's say this channel just doesn't do well, and I see myself talking to my family members that, well, it just didn't work. I see myself feeling disappointed because of all the effort that I put into the channel, and it still didn't give me the results I wanted. But some might still argue that you didn't fail. You still learned something from putting the effort into the channel. It wasn't a waste. You still got something out of it. You learned how to talk in front of a camera. You met new people. You learned how to be creative, how to think, how to organize yourself. So many things you learn when you create and maintain a YouTube channel. But now I would still feel disappointed, but I would not feel embarrassed because my identity is no longer that of a high achiever. It is of a hard worker and someone who likes to try new things and learn new things. So if I don't achieve a goal that I set out to achieve, I don't feel embarrassed. I might be disappointed because I wanted what I wanted and I didn't get what I wanted. But it's not tied to my core, and thus I don't feel embarrassed about it. I failed miserably with my project pan last year. I had very high goals about my project usage and how much makeup I was gonna use, and the project pan side of how much makeup I was going to finish. So I had 80 eyeshadow palettes, and my plan was to use every single eyeshadow palette 2 times. Along with that, I was going to use all 70 of my blushes 2 times. And then I was going to use all 190 lipsticks 1 time. Those were my usage goals. And I would say I maybe finished. I definitely finished less than half. I can say that much. With regards to my eyeshadow palettes, I did get through half of them. So I used half of them 2 times, but then life just took over. I was getting a divorce. I was getting sick of a lot of things that I'm not going to talk about, but it was a lot. So I couldn't keep up with it any longer. But I did change my goal, and I'm like, you know what? I can't use them 2 times, but I have this desire to use them all, so I'm going to at least use them 1 time. But there wasn't many days left in the year, so sometimes I would have like a Netflix and makeup party, like a swatch party while watching Netflix, and I would just sit there and like put stuff on my eyes and just do makeup looks for fun. But when it comes to the blushes and the lipsticks, I just couldn't do it. But I understood in the moment why I couldn't do it. It was a very impractical goal because makeup is not just throwing one eyeshadow, another lipstick, and a blush and just throwing it on your face. You know, when you create a makeup look, you want it to look cohesive. So if you're using a cool tone eyeshadow palette, you're gonna go for a cool tone blush and a cool tone lipstick. Do you have to? No, but if you want a cohesive looking makeup look, then you should do that. So if you have cool tone palettes in majority of your collection, but your blushes are mostly warm tone and your lipsticks are mostly warm tone too, you're just not going to be able to mix and match in a way that you could use all of your makeup. Now, when it comes to finishing my products, my goal was to finish 7 lip products, mostly lip glosses, and I achieved that. And it felt good. And another goal I had was to finish 5 foundations, and I finished them, and it felt so good. I felt happier. I felt a sense of achievement, and when you do things in your life that gives you that sense of achievement, it adds happiness and satisfaction to your life. So instead of focusing on the parts that I couldn't do, which was the more of the project usage, I focused on what I did do, which was, you know what, I did use my eyeshadow palettes, all of them last year, and I did finish 5 foundations and 7 lip glosses. And that makes me feel really good. The purpose of goals at the end of the day is to add value to your life. And if your goals become your life and you are just constantly stressed out and obsessed about your goals, then is there really a point to that? You know, sometimes we become so focused on the goals and on achieving those goals that we forget why we set those goals in the first place. Do we really need to actually finish our makeup? We don't. We already spent the money. We already have the makeup. By finishing those products, you're not getting your money back, but it makes you feel good that I spent the money, let me at least use it. So it's all about feeling good. In this space of makeup, you know, whether you have a huge makeup collection, a small makeup collection, whether you are someone who's more focused on project panning or trying new makeup, you know, in this entire universe of makeup, the point is to find happiness and enjoy life. So I think it's okay to fail on your project pan. It's good to focus on the parts that you actually achieved and celebrate it and feel good about yourself. Creating a project pan that is just way too hard to achieve is probably not a good idea. If we can somehow come up with just the right amount of difficulty where it's not so easy that it feels ridiculous and doesn't give you any sense of achievement, but it's also not so hard that you're like, I don't think I can do this, and it's just stressing you out. I think finding that sort of medium place would be perfect. Am I going to do a project pan for 2024? I am not sure yet. I am still going back and forth about it because I'm trying to figure out what will make me happy. Should I do a project pan for this year? Will it make me happy? Or maybe I should do a different version of project pan. You can create any project you want for yourself to make you feel good. Well, I hope this got you thinking about stuff, and at the same time I wanted to give you an update of how my project pan for 2023 ended. But at the same time, you know, I see other project panning content creators also feeling this sort of stress with their project pan where they're like, I need to finish this. This is getting stressful. So I wanted to throw some message out there to help you realize that it's all about having fun. So if you can't achieve those project panning goals, it's okay. You will still achieve some of those goals, and it's gonna feel good when you finish those goals without the stress. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I also update you guys on my makeup inventory, so I will link that video here at the end of this video, somewhere on this side or this side, and I hope you like that one too. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button, and if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell notification too. Thank you. Bye.